Salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest. The real ones can vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt. You gotta pay my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner get to you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me.
Bruh, let shit go random, bruh. Cause, bruh, you already know who I'm gonna pick if you pick these niggas, bruh.
This right here sound like a three-peat. I put this it sound like I'm me deep. I'm like, oh, me and HB going Juvie and BG. They gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competed. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I've broken the system. Had to breach it, that's mission impossible, mission completed. Salute when you see me. Yeah, I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is feedy. I gotta get back to the hood, I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky. She fell in love, deeply. Sleepy, they like what I say, they repeat me. Yeah, look, all this money I be spending on BBs. That's why you gotta salute when you see me. I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for more.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Bruh, flag. Thank you.
He finds his target. It's Evans. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, it's Fournette. Room here to run. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Brady to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Succop's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Again, zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Space to run past the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, 34 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Rodgers taking it by Valdez-Scantling. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 6 yards left on 2nd down. On play action, Rodgers.
Oh my God, he's that stupid.
When you're a player
He
of his
is
stature,
that stupid.
you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. Hands into a crowd and intercepted.
You will throw a pick, bro. You will, bro. Everybody knows this, bro. You're bound to throw a
Charles, not
pick.
only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Brady going to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many, because once they get going, look out, things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career. And it's evident when you see that.
Saying something.
That's saying something right there. But he's earned it.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On first down, Brady. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Brady's throw complete there to Johnson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
That's a letdown defensively, because they had him stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run.
And in for the Buccaneers.
Nigga, they ran the same fucking route on their ass. 5 times.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Rodgers now on first down. Here's a diving catch right side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers is going to go for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. They find some open field here. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And Suckup will put this one right through First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Rodgers now to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the shotgun again to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7. Letting one go deep for the end zone. He's got it. That's St. Brown. Touchdown, Packers. Equanimous St. Brown there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Brady dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Bro, they really told me to throw the ball at your user, bro. You out, man.
On the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Oh, Madden really told me to throw that shit to your user, bro.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Switch up, switch up. Slam.
Brady's going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Bernard. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Again, it's Bernard.
Yeah. Bruh, this nigga is hell, bruh. This nigga hell, bruh. That nigga hell is fuck, bruh. That nigga hell, bruh. Bruh, that nigga is so hell, bruh. I can't believe you told me that. Shit. 28 minutes of whooping in the guy.
Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine. If you want it, come take it.